Hey, what's going on, Trav? It's Red again. Just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So, guys, I just got this like weird like kind of download or kind of like insight, yeah. Like, you know, it's about the calendar and the stars and stuff like that. So just hear me out. Like, just hear me out, innit? So you know how basically the calendar that we're going off, the Matrix calendar, right? Like it's I think it was created by the Romans or something like that to throw people off fully. And then funny enough, when I was talking about this a few days ago or whatever, then a video popped up on it was either Insta or YouTube about what I was talking about, right? So I was like, all right, cool, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, let's start from the small to the big anyway. Like the day of the week was actually meant to start on Sunday, yeah. And it's really weird because when I was in school, like I kind of had this kind of knowing about like Sunday, you know, when they say oh yeah, Sunday's the day of rest or whatever. Sunday was actually the day that the week actually started, right? And I don't know, this kind of come back to me, like I kind of knew this since primary school. It's weird, I've always had this kind of inner knowing, right? So anyway, that's to do with the week. And then the months, like I was saying before, the year is meant to be seasons, right? So you have 4 seasons, and you would celebrate, like, let's just go with the Mayans and tribes, right? You would celebrate each what's the bloody word? Each season, right? So you have spring, summer, autumn and winter, right? And obviously the start of the year would be spring, right? Because that's when the world starts coming back to life, nature starts coming back to life, right? After like the deep freeze, like winter, everyone like slows down and goes to sleep, should we say, like animals hibernate and the trees lose their leaves and stuff. So the year would actually start in March and it ends in Pisces. So this year 2025 hasn't even really started yet, right? So the insight that I'll give you guys was, so because that's thrown everyone off about like when the year starts, it starts in January or the first in still winter, right? But like I was saying, it's meant to start in March, yeah? So March 21st would actually be the first, if that makes sense. So the third month, yeah, in the Matrix is actually the first month, right? So you know when they do them portal days, this has come to me, when they say, oh yeah, 11/11 portal, the energy is actually wrong, if that makes sense. It's just come to me because, say for instance, you want to celebrate or meditate on one of them portal days, right? Say for instance, with the stars aligning and stuff, the first of the first would be the third, if that makes sense. Yeah, stay with me, gang, because the year starts in Aries and finishes in Pisces, right? So the way the Matrix has got it is everyone is celebrating 11/11 when it's not even the 11th. Like it's month 11. I can't do the maths. But yeah, so we're actually celebrating things a bit. It's thrown us out of sync, if that makes sense. And the cycles, the moon has a 28-day cycle, yeah? Like every woman has a period, right? And it should be kind of like every 28 days, like in sync with the moon, right? But the system has made some months 31 and then some 28 and some 30, yeah, so it's all over the place, throwing everyone completely out of sync, yeah. And there's meant to be another month, right? So there's meant to be actually be 13 months. And yeah, everyone's circadian rhythm is just out of whack. We're so out of touch with ourselves, like it's just insane. Yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, it's interesting because literally just walking and it's like, oh yeah, like it's like, yeah, usually on the pool days I try to kind of like, people like to I like to meditate on a pool day, right? And like you see a lot of people like to meditate in mass on portal days or whatever. It's like yeah, like in the system we're kind of doing it all wrong, you know, in a way, because we're not in sync, if that makes sense. It's like, one thing I also noticed, right, is when you get a calendar. Well, no, last year I was getting a calendar and I was just checking, like on the calendar it says a full moon is, I don't know, on the 3rd or whatever, right? I'm just throwing this out there. But then when I got the full moon app, right, so the lunar cycle, right, will actually confirm that it is like a day in front, sorry. So on the calendar it says yeah, but it's going to be on the 3rd, but on the app it actually says it's on the 2nd, for instance, right? So people are, what's the word, it's throwing people up. People are so yeah, I don't know, like we're so, the way things are, we're so out of sync, like literally we're so out of sync. And I keep saying this, the more out of touch with nature you are, the more out of touch you are with yourself. And one thing that came to me was this, not generation, it's a bit deeper than that, like, you know, they say humans have been around for a very long time, right? But not our generation, it's a bit hot, our era is very, very new, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like, what's the word? Yeah, where it's very new. Like this not generation. I don't even know what the word to say is, but like, you know, like that we're still discovering stuff now, yeah, like certain things, and it's like. Yeah, it's still new, and there's still things that we haven't kind of explored, and we're just discovering and stuff. And it's like, like there was we all know that there was like civilizations way before ours, right? So that's the word. Ours is like kind of a new civilization, should we say? And we're kind of just finding our footing, you know. And it's like, you know what, so like history likes to repeat itself, innit? And like I've said it for time, yeah, that we are like we're way behind schedule, you know, because like even in the, like, see when they're saying, oh yeah, electric cars and all this and that, dude, you know, they had like electric cars in like the 50s and 60s and stuff like that, and they had I think they had cars that could run on water, and there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about, innit? And it's like, yeah, they had all of this stuff, but these entities just making people pay for it, if that makes sense, or make us pay for it, because we're all in this together, yeah? So it's like, even like Tesla, I keep saying this, Tesla wanted to make electricity free for everybody, and then they ended up murdering him, taking his paperwork, yeah? And then now when you go into the countryside, you see them long towers, yeah, them electricity towers with cables now, yeah, just charging people for it, right? Because electricity doesn't have a beginning or an end. Once you get the circuit running, it's constant. So what are you paying for, if that makes sense? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, all right, cool, you might have to pay for installation or whatever, but having to pay, it doesn't cost anything to keep it running, if that makes sense. So yeah, kind of going off on rambling a little bit, but yeah, not everything is all as it seems, man. Like like I was saying about the we're so out of sync. We're really out of sync, like really. We're kind of coming back into sync, but we still got ways to go, man. We still got ways to go. We still got ways to go, man. But yeah, everything is. That's a good way to keep people out of finding out who they are. Because if you don't know where you came from, you don't really know where you're going. If that makes sense. So, the more like, and also like the history that we've all been told is all a lie. So basically, all we're doing here is just basically got to reprogram the whole brain, because everything that we've been taught and we're just being programmed to be a certain way, and it's like that is the kind of wrong way of living in a way. I'm just down what's it called, down Smithfield Meat Market, going for a little stroll. It's just interesting to see how out of whack we are, because like even like I said about the our Arcadian rhythm, we're meant to go to sleep with the sun and rise with the sun, right? We're so out of whack. That's time doesn't exist, right? Time is a man-made concept. So animals and even people in tribes and stuff, they don't have time, if that makes sense. Time doesn't exist. You kind of can judge certain things by like star alignment, and then the like, I wouldn't say midday, but when the sun's at its highest peak is like, you could class it as midday, but there's no time, if that makes sense. Like you can tell where you're at, or where the, how do you say it, where you're at, how much time you have to a certain degree with the sun, yeah, but it's not time. It's hard to explain. Like, I swear that some of the information that you get, like that comes, trying to put it into words is very hard. Like the mind can't process some of it, if that makes sense. It's really weird. But interesting time. Like, try not to also it's not the year just started. The year's not even begun yet. Like, we're still in 2024, right? And say for instance, okay, cool. If we celebrated the new year, right? And have you seen how things have started in this new year already? Like, LA is on fire. I think a 14-year-old died like a few days ago in South London, I think. There's just a lot of things getting thrown out there already in the year. We're only 9 days deep, yeah? So try not to absorb it too much, because technically, yeah, we're still in 2024, yeah? So we're kind of wrapping up for 2024, yeah? The new year starts in March. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see. That's when the new energies will come in, and then that's when things we'll actually see how the year unfolds, right? But yeah, we just gotta try and ride it out, because it's just getting more and more chaotic, man. I don't know, my whole body clock since Christmas is out of whack. It's out of whack fully, man. But also, it feels like winter has just started, if that makes sense, over here. It's really weird. It's like, fucking usually like November, December, it starts getting cold, but we're in January and it's cold now. And then one thing, listen, don't be fooled by all this technology, yeah? Like, you see, like I'm saying, how they got people so out of whack, people so out of sync, right? Like, say for instance, the phone. Like, for me, I just check up to see what it's saying. I might actually get a thermometer, because, they're saying, like, the phones, the weather is like -1 and there's gonna be snow. Dude, I ain't seen no snow. Or it's gonna rain Like rain is a bit more easy to manipulate, and certain things like these people got to go by certain laws still, right? Like yes, they can manipulate certain things, and they've been manipulating the weather since like 1956. Well, it was the 50s though. Like most of us haven't seen real weather in it, and they blatantly said like in Dubai they use weather manipulation out there so they can get water and stuff. So it's not new. It's not new. Yeah, it's not new. So yeah, it's just interesting. But yeah, my whole body clock is just out of whack, man. It's like my body actually feels like I'm actually need to hibernate. Like I don't really want to go out, or I don't know. I just feel burnt out, man. Like I feel burnt out. Like listen, like I don't know, man. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of like people in society and shit that are just burnt out. Like the way the system is just literally trying to burn people out, literally. Oh yeah. That's St. Paul's. Yeah, that's St. Paul's. So yeah, just doing go for a little stroll, stretch the legs and that. But yeah, man. Things are more, yeah, like I said, collectively we've still got 2 roads to take. What road we go down is down to the collective, man. But this artificial world that we're going in, man, like yeah, it's all fake, man. It's lies, like a lot of it, and even like fucking like everything is just so fake, and it's just getting more and more like not noticeable. It just feels more and more real that it's more fake, if that makes sense. It's so weird. It's hard to explain. Like even being outside it just feels fucking weird. Is that her? Oh yeah, that's that one there. Oh, sorry, it's in the way. But yeah, the moon. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, the moon. Yeah, she's doing the most. But yeah, I don't know, man. So yeah, we just gotta ride it out. Yeah, we just gotta ride it out, man. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna hit you guys up here. So we're just going up for a little stroll down the city, and it's just like fucking, like literally they're putting up new buildings everywhere. It's like, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, things just seems more. Everything just feels weird. Everything just feels fucking weird and just fake. Like even like food, I'm just gotta eat, but I'm just literally put off of food. It's like yeah, it's long. Even though we can get like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting when things start shifting, isn't it? And we start getting off like our energy sources from different sources, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Because everything is just fake. The food, everything is just fake, innit? I'm not gonna go too much into detail, man. That's all wrong. But yeah, there's a bit of crazy talk, and just gotta go with it, innit? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon, innit? Peace out.